on the kitchen line and seeing what ball goes in or out. So court awareness at perfection by Lacy. Really don't mind that missed return by Victoria. She's going for depth. That's going to be key ingredient in this match. Really nice combo right there. Dinking patiently with Lacy, opening up the court. That ATP by Vivian, and good job by Victoria covering the middle of the court, putting the ball away.
Side out.
Nice return this time. Lead by Samantha, and Victoria being able to put a little bit of power behind that ball.
0-1-1.
We have a side out. Not a bad point right there, moving the dink around. That's going to be also another key part of this game.
Side out.
Really don't mind that drive also by Vivian. She has one of the hardest drives on tour. That can set up Victoria to put the ball away in a shake and bake situation.
Second serve.
Good look there by Samantha. She got what she wanted, and it was just execution.
1-0-2.
Ball was in. I don't know if that's exactly where Vivian wanted to put the flick, but Samantha was ready for it, and that ball landed just inside the line.
2-0-2. Point.
Another good serve, another missed return. That puts us at 3-0-2.
3-0-2.
Just unfortunate right there. Let's see if they can execute some shake and bake. That would be key for the Atlanta Bouncers. Good hands there by the Orlando squeeze. And patience on the dink.
0-3-2.
Good look by Vivian. Just out.
Point.
Fortunate net. And for those of you that are new to the sport, shake and bake means that one player is driving the ball while the other player puts pressure, crossing into the court, and looking for that fifth shot that is gonna put the ball away. That's really good by Vivian. And sometimes you don't need that second player to do the job for you. You can shake and bake yourself. That's really good
2-3-2.
by Glozman. Good defense by Samantha Parker. She's holding her ground. Way to get that ball back.
3-2-1.
That point, nice setup by Samantha Parker, finding the right hip of Vivian Glozman, who was sitting on the backhand, and tough to get that ball back with precision. Another missed return by the Bouncers. That's 3 out of 5 points that Orlando Squeeze has right this second. Nice point construction. Vivian Glozman opening up the court, dinking that ball to the left foot of Lacy, opening up the middle, and good job by Victoria finding the put away. Good idea there by Samantha Parker. Samantha, also a former tennis player, resides in Dallas, Texas.
2-5-1.
And a really up-and-coming player right here.
Second serve.
As Lacy there, Victoria was taking a few steps back, opening up the court, and Lacy finding up her feet. Tough ball to defend right there for Victoria.
Right out.
Let's see if the Orlando Squeeze is able to get a 6-point here and switch
5-2-1.
up sides on 6-2-1.
Second serve.
Lacy thought the ball landed in. Victoria got out of the way.
5-2-2.
Nobody challenging that, so we'll continue with the play. Nice by Vivian there. They're doing a really good job hitting to the outside feet of the Orlando Squeeze, opening up the middle and finding the put away.
Point.
Nice drive there. Kind of a hybrid shot. Sometimes when the ball is that low, we don't need to drive it hard.
3-5-1.
You simply put the shape, and Vivian executed perfectly. That was really nice look by Samantha Parker. Going outside the court, making the court look small, forcing Vivian to go down the line in that shot. And it was just out, but perfectly done by the Squeeze.
Second serve. Four, 5-2. Point.
That's just out. Sometimes when they are on a full stack, meaning that Samantha will always play right and Lacy will play left,
5-5-2.
you're risking of missing a little bit of returns, because if you hit it short, you truly put yourself in a tough situation as you are on the move. So not a bad miss there by Samantha. And a really nice movement by Lacy Schneemann at that point. Being big in the middle, finding her forehand. And finding that extra
5-5-1.
put away.
Second serve. Five, 5-2. Point. Timeout change.
And we have the Atlanta Bouncers just doing a half stack, which means that Vivian Glozman will return and stay on the right. While Victoria, well, they just switch it up here, didn't work on the previous point.
Right out.
Good job right there by Vivian Glozman, finding the right shoulder of Lacy Schneemann.
5-6-1.
A tough place to defend for most players.
Point. 6-6-1.
serve by Glozman. Let's see if she decides to drive here to the right hip of Samantha Parker. We have a timeout first. Actually, he really knows this game and understands it perfectly. Great player and coach to have in your own team. Nice drive there by Victoria. She sees Lacy trying to close the middle and decides to go behind her back.
Second serve.
Unfortunately there by Vivian. 8-6-2. See if they can get a few more points here. Nice thinking there by the Atlanta bouncers. Two ladies that are making the kitchen look small and put a lot of pressure on Samantha this time, trying to make a perfect dink, missing it just on the net. Really nice playing there. Vivian tries to take that ball in the middle, but is not fast enough to recover. Really good job by Samantha Parker hitting that backhand behind Vivian Glozman's back.
Second serve. Six, 9-2.
Nice job by Victoria. She hits that forehand that is slightly high, Samantha, and she goes to her right hip. Really finding that right hip is super important sometimes in women's doubles, since we tend to slide towards the right to hit a backhand shot. This time is by Glozman. 9-6-2. Bouncers aiming to get that game point right here.
Right out. Six, 9-1.
Really nice by Lacy Schneemann. She's known by that backhand. She hasn't used it much in this game right here. But once he does, that's a really dangerous shot. And we're back. Samantha Parker serving 7-9-1. Nice look there by Lacy. Slightly missed on the net. She was over straight. The Orlando Squeeze are doing a really good job finding that drop coming in and getting themselves up to the kitchen line. That pressure that Samantha Parker is putting when she doesn't hit the ball just by her being on the court has got the Orlando Squeeze those couple points.
Start out. Nine, 9-1.
A miss by Vivian Glozman there. They're trying to play that shake and bake game that we mentioned before.
9-2.
Sometimes there's not that much need of hitting the ball that hard. Just a hybrid will be perfect, just like she did. There it is, game point for the bouncers. He built that point perfectly. Let's see if they can execute it again to get that first point on the scoreboard. What a shot by Samantha Parker. Game point again. She decides to speed up down the line, catching Vivian Glozman by surprise.
9-10-1.
Second try right here.
9-10-2.
To equal 10-10. Great point, but Orlando squeeze. Great defense there by Victoria. And really good job by Lacy Schneemann going there towards Vivian Glozman left foot.
Ten-10-1.
Right there. See, he's the first lob of the game, making the team get back to the baseline into a more defense position, and really nice touch with the drop. See, overstretch right there, even though it was a kitchen violation. For all of you who don't know what that means of hitting the ball in the air and then falling or stepping into the kitchen. And that makes game. Atlanta Bouncers win 12-10 this women's match by the Atlanta Bouncers, being patient with the dings, finding the right ball to speed up. As we all know that Federico and Dylan have one of the fastest hands on tour. Well, Todd Fought with the save there on the overhead with the left hand. Just unable to execute the thing there on the left side. As Jaume doing a good job keeping the ball down aggressively. Good serve by Federico.
1-1-2.
Good job by Jaume covering in the middle. And everything thanks to Todd Fought's setup. Just keep dinking there in the middle, making Federico hit that forehand. Nice drive there. We're gonna see a lot of that. Federico tries to be big in the middle, and Todd finding that backhand volley with his drive. the other by Jaume. Jaume originally from Spain. Nice move there by Federico. For all of you new to the sport, that's called an Ernie. Jumping over the kitchen line on your own side. A little bit of miscommunication there by the bouncers. Let's see if they can regroup right here.
How we call it? 2-1.
Big swing there by Todd. When we are coming up to the kitchen line, somebody's driving at us, the shorter the swing, the better the ball is gonna react.
3-3-2. Right out.
Really nice. These guys there by Jaume. It's one of his shots, one of many. Been able to speed up there with the backhand, different spots. This time he found the middle. Successfully. Nice setup there with the dink to the outside of Federico, creating the pop-up, and Fought putting the ball away. When that ball goes there in the middle, usually the left side player will take it with his forehand.
Right out.
And unfortunately missed there by the bouncers.
3-4-1.
Really nice point construction there with the dinks. Jaume speeding up, ball catching the tape, and Dylan ready to put that ball away.
4-4-1.
Five for one.
5-4-1.
Squeeze, finding that 6-point, sweet sides. And a really nice speed up there by Dylan Frazier, believing that they just found their way back into this game. Fortunate there for the bouncers. Tape and roll over. Really nice counter there by Todd Fought. He probably has one of the best backhand counters in the game, probably alongside Blaine Homenier for the Sokal Hard Eights. combination there by Jaume. Speeding up this time to Dylan's right hip and putting the ball away on the next point. Nice pressure there by Jaume. Dylan unable to make that fifth. Quick set out. Todd Fought that energy and match ball. See if they can get a few points here to equal to 7 on the score. Nice drive by Jaume. You're finding the left hip this time of Dylan Frazier, who was just switching from the left to the right side on the switch. And 7-5. Jaume with the serve. Really smart play by Federico, although he just dropped to one of the fastest guys on tour. Jaume unable to get that lob all the way. Second serve for the bouncers. Really good paces right there by the Orlando squeeze. And we see that speed up there from Federico. Jaume was sitting on the backhand. He finds his right hip. Jaume unable to make clear contact with the ball.
7-6-1.
Nice speed up this time. Good setup there by Fought. And Jaume executing that final shot. Both teams doing a nice job moving the dink around, trying to find a pop-up that they can attack. We all know that it's harder to speed up men's doubles because the ball is coming back really quick, especially if you make the wrong decision. But both teams seem to be doing perfectly fine with that.
Right out.
Federico got what he wanted there. Just missed on top of the tape. Nice pads there found with the speed ups before putting that ball away.
7-8-1.
7-8-1. Todd Fought really wants this. And Jaume is up for the challenge. That was a nice idea there by Todd Fought. We are not used to see him on the left in men's, but he sure is holding his ground well. Second chance for the bouncers to get ahead on score. What a point, what a defense there by Federico covering Dylan on that lob. And just unfortunate there for Jaume, that ball stayed on the net. Jaume trying to cover there for Todd, who was switching sides after a short return. Dylan Frazier read the ball perfect for the Orlando Squeaks. And that makes it for the Squeaks, who get that point after a hard battle. Let's get to it. Not a bad move there by Jaume. Nice hands by Federico. Very nice job there by Vivian, going behind Federico's back. Federico is a player fairly aggressive in mixed doubles, so I think that's going to be one of the main plays for the bouncers to get a few points here. Really nice execution there by Jaume. Federico trying to be big.
0-0-1.
Nice reaction by bouncers. And that shot right there explains why he's #1 player
0-0-2.
in the world right now.
Side out.
Even that, he makes that earning look so easy, but it's tougher than it looks. Really nice placement there with that backhand flick. Nice shot right there by Lacy. That forehand so tricky, showing that she's gonna go middle. Last minute she changed the location, going behind Jaume's back. The ball looked slightly out by Jaume. Proceed without a challenge. Lacy serve. Vivian there trying to cover the middle after popping ball up, And Federico doing a good job. Going right where Vivian wasn't. Nice placement with the dings there by Lacy and Federico. Lacy, who now resides in Austin. Austin, home of many pro pickleball players. And right where the next MLP is going to be. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, definitely go to the Major League website and get after it. Nice job there by Orlando Squeeze. They are really pushing those things deep, making Vivian having to go back and opening up the court, opening up the feet,
5-0-1.
and being able to hit that put away right where they want.
Point, line out, change in, 6-0-1. Not in,
Seeing
6-0-1.
if Jaume and Vivian can come up with some answers here to get back into the match. That's really good reflexes there by both Vivian and Jaume. We have a really good two-handed forehand right there by Jaume. Show that we didn't know we needed it until now. It's really good way to find a way to get that point.
Side out. 0-6-1.
What a get. What a point for the bouncers. I think that just shows us what they need to do to be able to get on the scoreboard. Federico and Lacy playing really good pickleball. And the bouncers with the first point on the scoreboard here.
1-6-1.
Good eye there by Jaume and Vivian.
2-6-1.
Nice execution there by Jaume. Hitting that third shot inside out forehand, cornering Federico on the left side, and Vivian being able to put that pressure, trying to do the Ernie, making the court look small for the Orlando Squeeze. The bouncers got what they wanted. Good drop there by Vivian.
3-6-2.
Just a miss hit by Jaume. The net hasn't been on Vivian Glozman's favor today. But at least they got 3 points on the score, cutting that distance a little bit.
6-3-1. Second serve. 6-3-2.
A little bit of what it seems miscommunication there between Martinez, Vich, and Glozman. Way to stay on the point though for the Orlando Squeeze. We extended lead
7-3-2.
4 points. placement there by Glozman. Forehand down the line. Federico unable to get to that ball. Timeout call by the Orlando Squeeze. Jaume serving. Jaume, we said originally from Spain. And fun fact, he used to train tennis when Rafa Nadal needed to. He was there as his sparring. Not a bad person to play tennis with, definitely. Really well disguised there by Lacy Schneemann. So that was gonna go middle, change the direction, and got Jaume by surprise.
Right out. Seven, 5-1.
Very accurate drive by Lacy. Lacy with one of the strongest, fastest forehands in the women's side of pickleball. Jaume trying to do too much, covering there the right side and not being able to execute that first volley. That puts him in trouble. Going back to his left side. 9-5 for the squeeze, coming back from that timeout.
9-5-1.
Nice placement there on that second forehand by Jaume, setting up the put away.
9-5-2.
That return by Vivian Glozman set up that whole point. Really nice deep return. Keeping the Orlando Squeeze back on the baseline. And the bouncers being able to control that point from the kitchen line. We have a side out here, 5-9-1. Nice point, Vivian Glozman. Sliding to the right, being able to find that two-handed backhand. Powerful shots and placement by her. Jaume with the combination, a really good third shot drop to Lacy Schneemann's feet, followed by that earning cross-court winner.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge.
And since the Orlando Squeeze has used the one timeout that they have per game, they are challenging that Jaume Martinez big.
After review, there's no fault. Orlando loses one free video challenge, has 2 free video challenges remaining. Atlanta has 3 free video challenges remaining. Time in. 7-9-1.
Well, apologies right there for the confusion. But we can see that Jaume was clean on that early. And we have that 8th point on the score.
8-9-1. Point.
I think we might have a challenge here.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge in the outcall.
By the squeeze.
After review, the outcall stands. Orlando loses 1 free video challenge, has 1 free video challenge remaining. Atlanta has 3 free video challenges remaining.
The out goal stands. Jaume Martinez, big serving 9-9-1. Bouncers found their way back. Unfortunate bounce right there, but what a movement there by Federico. That forehand Ernie.
9-9-2.
Really nice touch there by the Argentinian. That puts us at game point for the bouncers. Good idea there, Vivian, with the drive slightly high and really nice placement by Federico with that one-handed back and cross court going across Jaume's body.
9-10-1.
Nice placement there by the Spaniard, finding the middle and being big on the court, but without doing anything out of the wall, just being consistent with the shots. Another Ernie right there by Federico. He's been seeing those perfectly. Vivian takes that step back, dinks it back down the line. Federico takes advantage of that shot selection to put the ball away and tie the game to 10-10. Squeeze putting the pressure there after that great drop by Lacy Schneemann, by the bouncers taking that challenge as a timeout. 11-10-2. Bouncers just need a side out. The Squeeze needs this point to get ahead on the overall score 2-1. That makes a game for the Squeeze, 12-10, and they put away powerful shots. And Victoria, who's showing up very, very consistent. Really excited about these two teams right here. Nice drive by Fought. First point for the Atlanta Bouncers. Yeah, we see that firepower right there. That's gonna get a few points for the bouncers if they can keep that placement up.
Right out.
Victoria with that great forehand, disguising it well. Going behind Vivian Frazier, who's trying to put pressure there towards the middle. Nothing wrong with that though. Samantha Parker finding that middle with the forehand. Really nice player on and off the court. Switching spots here, choosing to go towards Todd Fought's backhand, who was covering the middle, ready for that ball to take the forehand side. And that forehand roll by Parker, putting Victoria in trouble. A nice placement there and pace. The ball is hard to hit. sometimes drill with her in Dallas, and I feel like I'm running a marathon after hitting forehand and cross-court with her. Good job by Todd Fought, find the feet of Dylan Frazier. Have to dig that ball up from the ground. Nice run by the squeeze. Nice counter there by Fought, but not enough. Dylan Frazier ready and creating that miss hit by Victoria. Yes, wide there by the Canadian. And saying hello to all the Canadians supporting her in this journey, especially her family that is up there. Defense there by the bouncers. Dylan Frazier not able to put the ball away.
3-2-2.
Nice hands there. Todd Fought found the two right spots, but it's not enough to good by the squeeze, being able to bring the ball back to the other side and continue playing the point. Nice by Parker, sliding to the right, finding her two-handed backhand. It's a dangerous place to go on her. She is ready. And that previous shot is that makes that mistake there for Fought, trying to go for too much. Back right here, 6-2 lead for the Orlando Squeeze.
Time in.
Two new ladies for both of these teams, Samantha Parker and Victoria DiMuzio. Definitely up on cameras, and let's see if we can get another long game like we did on the previous mixed game.
6-1.
That's the fun part about MLP, is getting all the way tight until the end and seeing great pickleball. Nice drive there by Victoria. She tries to go across the body of Samantha Parker and just unable to make a clean contact on the ball. Good job there by Todd Fought. That drive and cross has been fairly effective. And if they can execute a few of those, they're gonna get back on that scoreboard really quickly. Unfortunately there by for Parker. Tape changed direction, and well, she was sitting on injury. The ball doesn't touch the tape. We are back right here, 5-6. Squeeze on the lead by just 1 point. Nice return there by Dylan Frazier, finding Todd Fought's backhand and unable to connect a clean drop.
5-6-2.
What a point, what a get. More than one by Victoria. She was not a hockey player, but that was worth being for a goalkeeper. He's short and Squeeze able to get that side out. Nice pad there by Victoria. Dylan Frazier was sitting on the wrong side, and she's able to catch him by surprise. We've seen quite a few earnings here. That tells you the athleticism that these players have. They're able to read the shot before it happens. So anticipation at its finest. Samantha Parker dinking to the right foot of Victoria, opening up the court, opening up the middle, and with a few options to choose, she decides to go through the middle, finding that clean space for a winner. Great hands by Dylan Frazier. He read Todd Fought, was able to connect the ball. And let's see what Federico said right here for the team to execute. Great hands by Todd Fought. Dylan Frazier with the right shot selection, but Todd just being ready there with a two-handed backhand counter, going behind Dylan's back. Great defense there by Samantha, getting the team back into a reasonable position. Not enough for the squeeze. Bouncer serving 5-6-1.
5-6-1.
Great movement, great footwork there by Dylan Frazier, moving side to side on the kitchen line, finalizing that point with the backhand flick. And a big serve there by Victoria that's able to tie the game to 6-6.
6-6-2.
What a point by the bouncers. Victoria sees the backhand and puts that ball in a spot that Dylan is not able to defend. Bouncers up on the score 7-6 for the first time in this game. Samantha Parker not only steady on the ding battle cross-court with Victoria, but also taking the chance that she has when the ball is slightly up to put that pressure on the bouncers side out. Nice drop right there. That's gonna lead to a timeout by the bouncers.
Timeouts remaining. Orlando, no timeouts remaining. 7-7-1.
Nice patience there by Victoria, sticking on that forehand cross-court pattern. And Samantha Parker with an unfortunate mistake. Second serve for the squeeze. Nice placement there. Todd Fought was covering the left side of his body. Dylan Frazier finding his right shoulder, and Todd Fought unable to get their hands fast enough on the right place. Dinking pattern then by Victoria, going with the cross-court ding and eventually going behind Dylan's back. Todd saw the opportunity and just slightly short. Great defense by Samantha Parker. We see her firing up, and for the good reason. That means it's game point for the Orlando Squeeze. She got her team on her back right here. Dylan Frazier to serve for the game and match. Nice setup there. Yes, Miss Long, it's tough to put that ball down when you are fully stretched. Just side out, 7-10, bouncer serving. That pop-up right there to Dylan Frazier's forehand. Tough spot to go. Great execution though by Dylan. Nice drop right there by Todd Fought. Being able to put a spin that's gonna make the ball deep down.
8-10-2.
And make Dylan hit a tough fourth. Unfortunately there for the bouncers, that tape and roll over. It's gonna be a side out and two match opportunities for the Orlando Squeeze right here. Or we just saw the same play down on the first match point for the Squeeze. Nice drop there by Samantha, and Dylan Frazier unable to put that ball away. Nice look there by Todd Fought. Telling the partner that ball was going to be wide. Quick side out. See if they can build up based on that. Nice setup there by Todd Fought. Going first to the middle. Both players were covering that part of the court and then going behind
9-10-1.
Dylan's back. 9-10. Nice thinking there by Samantha Parker. We saw a great get by Todd Fought with the left hand. He definitely feels confident about that shot, doing it at 9-10-1. They had three already. Let's see if they can convert on the fourth or the fifth. See Federico encouraging Parker here. Frazier trying to slow down the game a little bit. And 10-9-1. That's point, game, and match for Orlando Squeeze, who win in regulation. 3 points for the Florida team. And a nice battle by the Atlanta Bouncers. Thank you all for tuning in.